Ever wondered how Snowflake ensures high availability and disaster recovery? In this video, we'll break down Snowflake's data replication, failover, and failback mechanisms in simple terms. Let's begin with what is Snowflake data replication? It is the process of copying databases across different Snowflake accounts or cloud regions. But how does copying databases help and why is it important? Imagine your business runs in a large office building. Without a backup generator, a power outage shuts everything down, your work stops, customers lose access, and the business suffers. But with a backup generator, if power goes out, the generator instantly takes over, keeping everything running smoothly without disruption. In Snowflake, data replication works the same way. If one data region fails, a replicated copy takes over instantly, ensuring your business keeps running without downtime, just like a backup power generator keeping the lights on. In addition, it improves the performance by placing data closer to end users. Query latency is reduced. This is especially useful for globally distributed teams. Snowflake offers two main types of replication: account replication for replicating entire accounts, and database replication for replicating individual databases, both of which are crucial for business continuity and disaster recovery. What are the key considerations for replication? Cost. Replicating data across multiple regions incurs storage and compute costs. Choosing which datasets to replicate wisely can optimize expenses. Latency. It's the time it takes for changes in the primary database to reflect in the secondary copy. Lower latency is preferred but can increase costs. Storage. More replication is equal to higher storage consumption. Planning retention policies helps manage storage efficiently. Frequency. How often should replication occur? Real time or periodic updates depending on business needs. What is failover and failback then? Failover is the process of automatically or manually switching to a replicated database when the primary system fails. For instance, if your main data region goes down, Snowflake directs queries to the replicated copy, like how backup generator takes over after the power outage. Failback is the process of returning operations to the original primary system once it is restored. For example, after fixing the issue, data operations move back to the primary region, like how you switch back from the generator to main power supply, ensuring normal operations resume smoothly. Here are the steps for setting up replication, failover, and failback in Snowflake. Best practices for leveraging these effectively are: test failover and failback processes regularly so they work smoothly during real failures. Monitor replication latency and cost to optimize performance while keeping expenses in check. Set up alerts for replication failure so you get early warnings to prevent downtime. Use Snowflake's replication lag metrics to assess data freshness. So, the key takeaways from this video: replication ensures availability, failover keeps things running, and failback restores normal operations. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more Snowflake content. See you in the next one.